This week on Convincing Idiots, this week we're going to talk about so much. Movies. We go through a lot of movies from Steven Spielberg and James Bond to scary movies, and then we get into our main topic. We're going to talk about our favorite vehicles, throughout pop culture history. You're not going to believe this list. I don't want to brag and say it's the greatest list in the history of lists, but it kind of is. Well, you're going to find out soon enough. Like right now, because we're starting the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Test.
What do you call it again?
Convincing Idiots.
Convincing Idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got to hold poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. My name's Dean, the Zennial,
I'm Brian Gen X.
and Nikolai is on assignment again today. We forgot to recharge the batteries. And hey, Nick, again.
Yep.
He's going to be out of commission, but he'll be back next week. I have the orders on, or the batteries on order.
Yeah, Amazon delivered C batteries versus D batteries, Dean. So
I did hear you. Were you able to use them though for anything else?
Allie said she can use them for something, but I don't know what that is.
Good. Well, at least they're getting some use.
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't know. She's doing like a lot of neck massaging. She says.
Sure.
In the bedroom, you know what I'm saying?
Job.
Neck's very
No,
stiff. I'm like,
it
well, I
makes
can.
sense.
She's, no, I'm good. I need my privacy. I said, okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Just you just stay out of the room.
Mhm.
Let her do her thing.
Yep.
She'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's right. So I will do Nick's job again here and tell you about us here. So we're
please do.
podcast normally consisting of three friends from three different generations talking all things nerd pop culture, nerdy debates, all that fun stuff. You might be listening to us wherever you listen to podcasts. It can be found on all major platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Cast Pockets. You name it, we're there. You might be watching us on our YouTube channel at Convincing Idiots, or you might be watching or listening on the YouTube Music channel, also at Convincing Idiots. All show information can be found in two main spots. Just Google link a page with links to our social media and stuff, or go to our website. If you go to one place, all stuff is there. Links to new episodes, videos, ways to sponsor the show, merch store, all that stuff. That's convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate your support. Thank you.
All right. Well, now since our house is clean, let's get into what we're drinking tonight, buddy. What do you have to drink tonight?
I have one of the quintessential dad beers here, a good old PBR.
There you go. That's good.
I had bought So my daughter and son-in-law, had a wedding party, as you know, like an after party.
Mhm.
I bought all kinds of different types of beers, including 60 PBRs. I thought, well, the kids will like PBRs,
Sure.
right? They brought them back over. They must have had, I'm guessing, about 57 left of 60, give or take.
Well, hey, you got some PBRs for you.
That's right. That's right. So I'll be working through some PBRs in the old beer fridge here. You know what? It's a fine,
It is
cheap beer.
It is.
There's
What-
nothing the matter with it. There's nothing the matter with it.
I thought it's supposed to be like hip and
It's
and all
everywhere
that.
now. You can get like 16-ounce cans for
Yeah.
like 4 cents or something these days.
Are they just past that generation that wants that nostalgia or
Yeah, man.
the hipster type deal?
Gen Z, man. Gen Z is not liking the PBR, at least not their group, I guess.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Oh, well. How about
Well,
you, sir? What are you having?
Well, I got dad beers myself. I got me just a regular Miller Lite.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had 2 beers left in the fridge. I got a Miller Lite and what is this? A Mick Ultra that John had brought over. So I'll drink a little bit of water tonight, I guess.
Is that the Miller Lite? And now, is that the one that tastes great, or it's less filling? Which one did you get?
Oh, I got the less filling, because watching my weight.
Nice.
Got to get ready for my summer bod going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
very good. You can see that if you're watching video, Dean is wearing a tank top purchased on our merch store.
Right. Of us.
Yes, indeed.
On us. That's
Walking
right.
to a nuclear cloud. Absolutely.
Seems very fitting these days.
Sure. Nuclear or podcast Armageddon.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, sir. So give me a recommendation about an idiot recommendation you watched or listened to, anything you want to recommend over the past week, sir.
We actually are continuing with the Burrows tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And very good. We've gotten into I think a real sweet spot in it. Don't want to give anything away. It's everything's kind of unraveling and showing itself type thing. And yeah, it's exciting. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, you recommended that last week, and I'll do the same. We both did last week, actually.
Yep,
I'll do the same this week. I finished it actually, Dean. So I finished the 8th episode. Again, no spoilers here, but it's good. It's satisfying. I'll leave it there. They could keep it going if they wish, or they can end the story. That would be fine. But like you said, very, very good. Great actors, great characters. I would be surprised if they did not come back and do something more with those same characters in that retirement community. A lot of fun. Money talks, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah. So check it out on Netflix.
What about you? Is that what you had to?
That's it. Yeah, I'll just say that.
Right.
Yeah, I finished it up, and I did recommend the same thing. So 2 weeks in a row, check out the Burrows. Absolutely. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into the headlines, Brian.
Yeah. So another sequel in the works. This will be a 3rd installment of a series that I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I was going to when I watched the first one a few years ago now. God, this was 2012. God, I can't even believe it. Time just keeps flying, man. 24 Jump Street is in the works, Dean, with Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, and Ice Cube are in talks to return for a 3rd installment in the R-rated crime comedy franchise. Rodney Rothman, which I did not know the name, but he directed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I know is one of Nick's favorite superhero movies. Quite good.
Yep.
He's going to direct the film, and he wrote the script with Hill and Megan Malloy. So also returning are producers Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who helmed the first 2 films, 2012's 21 Jump Street and 2014 22 Jump Street. So you know what? Have you seen these 21 and 22
Not one of them. Not one of them. Oh,
man. Okay.
Nope.
Watch. The second one was not as good. The first one, I'm like, I need something to watch one night or whatever was putting on. I'm like, there was some scenes in that I just laughed my ass off on that. So those 2 work. I mean, it's based on the TV show. The TV show, if you don't know, it was like
the TV show wasn't a comedy.
It was not.
It was It
It
was
was
a
not.
teen drama, essentially.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
a little more on the cop side, but like he was a undercover agent in high school.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. So Johnny
Yes.
Depp. So yeah. So they went under. The premise was, yeah, they went into undercover cops, went into a high school, posed as students, right?
Hmm.
So they kind of took the same concept and made it kind of a comedy, right? Because it seemed kind of goofy. That the premise is also is interesting, and
Sure.
these two guys clearly looked older than teenagers. That made it even
Right.
funnier. They went back to
Right.
high school and
Was it
posed as
Richard
students.
Grieco as well? He was part of it?
Was he this teacher, I think, or something,
Something.
counselor?
I remember Richard Grieco was part of it. That's the only thing I.
It it's fun, and Ice Cube was very funny in this as well.
Sure.
Just it's good. So check it out if you want a goofy comedy, mindless. Go watch 21 Jump Street sometime. Just relax.
Okay.
Don't overthink it. And the sequel was good. Not as not as good as the first one, but that's typical in these things. But
Right.
yeah, I'm excited. I will watch
Okay.
this. So yeah, check that out. Steven Spielberg, Dean. So
Mhm.
now he came up last week because as we know, last week's go listen to our last episode if you have not already. We debated our top summer blockbusters of all time, and Steven Spielberg definitely was influenced or part of that list in Jaws and some other things there, right? So
Yep.
he has that new UFO, the alien movie coming out this weekend. So when we drop this on
Disclosure
Monday,
Day.
Disclosure Day, that's right. So that opens up this weekend. So by the time this airs, it'll be posted on. It'll drop. The movie will debut on probably I think previews tonight and open up
Yeah.
on Friday. Probably will do well at the box office. I'm guessing.
I would think.
Yeah, definitely going to go check that out. So they've done some interviews with Steven Spielberg lately, and one thing that I did not know is that earlier in his career he had dreams of directing a James Bond film.
Really? Okay.
Yes, but he never could get the gig. So Spielberg is 79 years of age now, and he said that on one occasion he had reached out to then film producer Albert Broccoli, whom we call by his nickname Cubby. So all those earlier Bond movies, you always see an Albert Broccoli production and all that.
Right.
So he had reached out to him before, and he said he approached Cubby Broccoli after Jaws was a big hit, and he'd wanted to do a James Bond film from the day he saw the first one, Dr. No. So Spielberg said he called Mr. Broccoli, and he said, hey, if you need a director, I would love to direct the movie. And Mr. Broccoli said no. And he said he crossed paths with him again later after his 1977 sci-fi thriller Close Encounters of the Third Kind came out because it was a big hit. And Broccoli wanted to sample, I guess Spielberg had a 5-note sequence that appears in the film as a way to facilitate the communication between humans and aliens, is what he said. So at the time they were developing Moonraker. Moonraker was the crazy one where Bond went to outer space.
Yep. I remember. We
Crazy
watched that one.
concept. That's a fun one, right?
Yep.
But he wanted Spielberg to give him some notes for that film, and Spielberg apparently told him, "Hey, I'll give you the permission to use my notes, but I want to direct a Bond film." And he said, "No," but he gave him the notes anyway. Apparently, so
That's insanity.
yeah, never could get in there. And they said, "Well, would you direct one now?" Basically, he said if he was asked now, he would tell them that they couldn't afford him.
Right.
But somewhere in there, when he got turned down for, I guess, the second Bond film, George Lucas said, I have something better than Bond. And then I have a project that was originally called Indiana Smith, which, of course, became Indiana Jones, and Spielberg directed that movie, right? And, of course, that was another huge hit, and the rest
Right.
is history. So what do you think of the idea? Now, you think about this, that era. So that would have been the Roger Moore era in the 70s, right?
Yep.
So that would have been Moonraker, and then the earlier one would have been, probably Live and Let Die or something, but you haven't seen that one just yet. So, but obviously those had a different tone. But what are your thoughts of Spielberg directing a Bond movie, Dean? Would you have liked to seen it back then, and would you like to see it now? What do you think?
Yes, and yes.
Yeah.
I think it would have been fun. I think he could have given his own, quirky tone to it. I mean, it already had a fun tone to it. He'd give it his own little thing, and even today, I think that he could do something like he's more matured in his dealings and in his art. So I think it would be fascinating to see what he could do with James Bond right now. It'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
I'm with you. I mean, and I think about back then. I think that him and Roger Moore, that would have been a very good fit, because we know that, Roger Moore was definitely, he could do the campiness very well and the quips and all that stuff. So it would have had a little bit of a lighter tone probably. But yeah, I think that would have been a very, very interesting to see back in its time. And again, now, why not?
Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
mean, there's nothing the guy really can't do, really,
Right. And that he would put a lot of that camp back in it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
'Cause knowing how much of a fan he was from the beginning, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Bring him back in. Amazon could afford to pay him. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
for sure. All right. Well, one movie that did open this past weekend that did do very well. My daughter and son-in-law went to go see this. It debuted to a massive 105.5 million worldwide opening weekend, the biggest global launch in another franchise movie in this franchise's history. It also reunited the Wayans brothers with the franchise. Scary Movie 6. So it grossed an estimated 55 million domestically and 50.5 million overseas in its opening weekend. So it shattered the previous high for a domestic opening, previously held by Scary Movie 4 in their franchise.
Sure.
It's an international hit, and it's bringing in a lot of diverse moviegoers, apparently, as well. So 37% were Hispanic, 36% Caucasian, and 21% Black audiences. So, so good for the Wayans brothers. I don't know that I've watched any of the Scary Movie movies. Is this something that you're into?
I was.
What do you think? Yeah,
I was. I watched the first couple, and then after a while, they kind of I don't know. They kind of lost their luster. It didn't hit. Maybe I don't know if I got older, or they just kind of was running on fumes.
Are you losing the references? Are they referencing things? It's like I don't really know what they're talking about. Or
no, they you still got it. It's just how do I put it? It's like it's kind of the idea of like, okay, I get it. Enough.
Mm-hmm.
It just was almost like beating a dead horse. A lot of the same jokes. And again, if you watched any one of them, even the ones I haven't watched, I'm sure there'd be jokes here and there that'll crack you up. I'm not saying they're not funny. The Wayans brothers are fucking hilarious. I'm just saying is after a while it did kind of get old to me. Maybe I should go rewatch them and or revisit the ones that I had watched and watch the ones I hadn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like horror movies too. Those never really resonated with me. These parody. Well, I don't know. Like you say, I mean, you maybe need to give it a chance and find it sort of funny. But
be in the right state of mind, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess in some ways too. Yeah, but. Well, another thing it continues to show. We mentioned this last week, Dean. I mean that people wonder about, are people going to go to the theater? Is that a dying art and that type of thing? And I think we're seeing again for younger people, if you're putting something out there that people want to see, they're going to see the movies. They're going to the theater and watching a movie. Again, my daughter and son-in-law are in their mid-20s, right, and still like going to the theater and watching a movie, if it's something that's appealing to them. We mentioned those the new the YouTubers making horror movies. It's all doing very well. So,
Right.
you know, I guess Hollywood take notice. He put something out there people actually want to go see in the theater. They will.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
will. You know. So that's great. I mean, we plan to go see some movies this summer for sure. You know.
We sure do. I'm going to go try to go see the
He-Man.
He-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I think I want to. And Disclosure Day it's coming out. I'll go. I want to go see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a few here upcoming soon.
Sure. Got some good ones coming. You got Supergirl coming out. You got Spider-Man, of course.
Did you see the newest trailer for Supergirl?
I just see more clips of Lobo on reels and different things like that, but I really haven't seen the trailer yet.
Man, she looks fantastic as Supergirl. I'm excited about this. I like the attitude to it, the drunk party chick attitude to it. I think it's a fun take on the character.
Yeah,
man, yeah, I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
The newest trailer was Superman was in it.
Okay.
And it's him finding her pod that was sent to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And pod opens up and she's speaking Kryptonian and he doesn't understand it. He's trying to tell her, he goes, I'm sorry, I don't speak Kryptonian. I grew up here. And then it's giving subtitles what she's saying. And as he's turning around to walk away, she's like, she asks why his underwear's on the outside of his pants.
It's good.
So it's fun. They poke a little fun at themselves. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I go see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. All right. Well, another sequel. A lot of movie topics here. Dean, it wasn't a whole lot other than some movie topics this past week, but another sequel. That's all right. Yeah, another sequel in the works. The Social Reckoning is coming out, Dean. This is a sequel to The Social Network, the story about Mark Zuckerberg. So it's a different actor. So let's see here. The first one was portrayed by, I can't think of his name right here. Oh, Jesse Eisenberg. That's right. He played Mark Zuckerberg before. That was a good movie. Did you see The Social Network? The story of Facebook?
I did. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this kind of picks up in later years of Mark Zuckerberg. So it's going to be, he's played this time, though, by Succession star Jeremy Strong.
Take a look at it. I mean, I like the first one. I mean, in a sense, it is a story about our society.
Sure. It's going to debut October 9th.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go see it.
That's one I don't know if I need to go to the theater to see necessarily. But I am interested in that story. So I thought like you say, I thought the first one was well done.
Yeah,
I will be interested in this. Yeah. It really is a fascinating story. I mean, to develop that platform and just how crazy it takes off, and it really just shows you how something like that could really just screw with people.
Everybody.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, and not just everybody that's using it, but like everybody who worked there and everybody, him. And I mean, just imagine the wealth, not being born into such wealth and then to accumulate it so quickly.
Yeah.
What that does to the psyche. It can't be good. I mean, fuck, dude looks like a goddamn robot.
Yeah. Yeah, you really convince yourself that you've created something that's really good for the world. And like you say, if you just have money that you don't even need to worry and at all about money, and just you can get anything you want. That would. It is an interesting concept. It would be relaxing and stressful all at the same time, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The fear of losing it, and you have to maintain a certain stat. I don't know, but
but at a certain point, like you can't fear losing. I mean, you have so much money. I mean, I guess at that point you start to you would be in more fear of losing your lifestyle.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you lose money, you're not going to be broke, but
Right.
you won't be on a a giant yacht. You'll be in a smaller yacht.
Right. Right. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, Dean, that we couldn't even afford Miller Lite or PBR.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
right. Look at
We
us
were
now.
drinking like Natty Ice.
Mm-hmm,
We first started the podcast a few years ago.
That's right. Natural light.
Natural Light.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a. We've
was
we've
gritty.
really come up in the world, Brian.
Yeah.
Really come up in the world.
Yeah, pretty gritty. Now we're at a place where after like 6-8 months, we can afford like a 6-pack of PBR. You know what I'm saying?
God-
After show earnings and stuff.
God
So
willing, and the creek don't rise. But here we are.
that's right. That's right. Well, like this podcast has been a vehicle of wealth and comfort for us, Dean, and a vehicle of entertainment to our
Wow.
listeners all across the globe, all to China, Canada, all these places that are listening to us. So on that note, our main topic is going to involve vehicles.
Mhm.
And Dean is going to tell you all about that right after this. Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell 2 enemies. Four, three.
Welcome back to segment 2 of Convincing Idiots, episode 297. Good Lord, we're getting close here, Brian. We're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what we need to do? We need to buckle up and hit the gas.
That's right.
And this week's topic, we're going to start that off with our top favorite pop culture vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what you had in mind when I told you about this or I brought this up, but I thought vehicles, land, speed,
Ships.
water, ships, anything you want.
Spaceships, whatever.
Spaceships. I didn't quite. I kind of got once I started thinking about it, I kind of got a line focus. Well, you'll see when I show my list. I didn't get exactly as far as I meant to with the idea of vehicle, but here we are.
All right. So what's the rules here, Dean? How do we make the list?
So since there's the 2 of us, I'll read off my 5, you read off your 5, and then let's argue about it and get out of those down to a core 5 for the ultimate list of pop culture vehicles.
All right. Okay. What do you got?
All right. Now this is where we're getting our glassing on. Okay. I don't want to start with this. Now, do you think it matters if like how safe they are?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I shouldn't go on which one should get Blake insurance? Because I think any one of these could use it. Because, Brian, let me tell you, Blake Insurance is an independent agency located in Barberton, Ohio, offering personal care and support for all of your insurance needs. If you need auto, home, business, or life insurance, give Aaron a call. He'll treat you with the honesty and respect that you deserve. Call the Blake Insurance Group at 234-571-5359 or visit them online at blakeinsurancellc.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And when you do, tell that old boy that you wore your seatbelt on the way there, unless you called them. Tell them don't call and drive. Hands free. It's safer, and that's probably better for your insurance ultimately.
That's right.
So, with that said, Brian, now it's time for my list.
All right.
Number 1, I have Kit from Knight Rider. Number 2, I have the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yep.
Number 3, I have the Gadget Mobile from Inspector Gadget. Number 4, I have the Winnebago from Spaceballs.
Wow.
And then number 5, I have Christine from 1983's Christine. Huh?
Wow.
Look at that list. Look at that.
One I figured you'd have at least. The other
Yeah.
ones were a surprise.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also you think, you could actually go back in our archives. I don't know what we do, but we've done this
A couple years ago, like 2-3 years ago. Yeah.
but not in this ultimate for this format. So
That's
I think
right.
we change it up in this format, and also change up some of my choices. So
That's right. And a high chance that you fuckers didn't listen to it anyway. So there you have it, right? So
That's
yeah,
right.
so it's new to you anyway, right? So relax.
All right, Brian, what do you got?
We have no overlaps.
Look at that.
None. Okay. I have the Batmobile.
Okay.
The Millennium Falcon. The USS Enterprise. The Ecto-1, which is the hearse from the Ghostbusters. And I was debating on the DeLorean. I was debating on my shirt here, the Mystery Machine.
Mm-hmm.
I went with Ban 1, the license Ban 1, which was the 1977 Trans Am driven by the Bandit, Burt Reynolds as the Bandit in Smokey and the Bandit. That's my 5.
All right. Now we almost did have Ecto-1 was on my, when I'm making my choices. So that was close. I almost had a Ecto-1. So, but wow, this might be the first time we haven't overlapped here. So
that's first time you and I have overlapped in a long time. Yeah.
All right. Well, where do you want to start? You got something you're passionate about? You want to you give a little argument to us there?
I don't know if it'll make the final list here, but I'm just going to give props to Ban 1, the 77 Trans Am in Smokey and the Bandit. Now, I'm Gen X, you're a Zennial. I mean, for me, Smokey and the Bandit came out when I was a kid, 1977, same year as Star Wars.
Yep. Okay.
Second highest grossing movie of the year that year was Star Wars. Fucking Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, 2 wildly different movies and everything here, but Smokey and the Bandit is still a fun movie. Yeah, again, some things may or may not hold up as well. I don't care. It's still funny. Jackie Gleason is hilarious in this, but when you see young Burt Reynolds come out with jeans that I don't know that I ever could fit in, and maybe when I was 15 years old, I could have fit in the jeans he was wearing in that movie, with that hat and the mustache. That's the Burt Reynolds I picture. When you picture Burt Reynolds, it was in that era, and speeding with the T-top and the Firebird on the hood and everything.
Was as hot as the car was there anything cuter or hotter than Sally Field in that movie?
Oh man,
damn! I actually saw it the other day. It was on TV. I stopped and watched it.
It's on Netflix right now. It's on Netflix.
Okay,
you can find it. Yeah,
this one I just flip it through, and I mean, she was just the damn cutest, wasn't she?
Yeah, very good. Those two played well together in that movie. And Jerry Reed. I mean, God,
yep,
just funny. It's a great summertime movie as well. It's not a blockbuster, but I like watching that. Of course, back then it was a blockbuster, but anyhow.
Sure.
Anyway, just in my era, I instantly, I'm sure a lot of young boys that back then you wanted a Trans Am.
Sure.
You just wanted a Trans. I remember having you go like to the fairs and all that stuff, and you get the iron-on shirt. When they press it on the thing, you know what I'm saying? That you see it. I got a Firebird shirt back then.
Oh man,
Hot Wheels. The closest I ever got was a fucking Hot Wheel.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just thought that was the coolest thing back then. And then, clearly it stuck. I mean, a few years ago, while Burt Reynolds was still with us, they had a limited edition a remake of it looked like a 77 Firebird was it's signed by like had his like signature on the side of it or something
Yeah.
like that. It's
Okay.
like a special thing or something like that. But yeah, it just was the coolest looking car back then. So
Boy, do
again,
I want to see a picture of little Brian and his Firebird T-shirt.
I don't know if I have any pictures of me wearing that. If I
Oh,
do,
wow.
I'll dig it up here. But
Oh, absolutely.
oh my god, yeah, I remember drawing the Firebird. I had to draw
Yeah.
the Firebird and sketch it and all that stuff. That was a dream. If I had a chance right now to have one, it still
Sure.
would be tempting if you had a place to store it.
Right.
That would be my version of a classic car.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it would.
A lot of fun. Anyway,
See, I got
so
into
yeah, go ahead.
that movie. Actually, just made me get into wanted to get a CB radio. That was awesome.
Sure, absolutely. That was the era for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was definitely a big CB movie for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely on growing up. That was an HBO movie a lot.
Yes.
So I became familiar with it through that.
Yeah, that was definitely a 1,000% 70s movie. I mean,
Very good.
yeah. All right, that's my argument for ban one.
All right. I'll join you. I'm gonna go with one that I don't think is gonna make the list, but I have to give it a shout out. Stephen King's wrote Christine. The movie came out in 1983, I believe.
Gosh, man.
And I mean, it's a murdering car. Like,
Yeah.
Come on. First of all, it's a badass car.
Yeah.
It was like 57 Chevy or something like that.
I think that's right. Something like that. Big, a big old car with a big hood and everything. Yeah,
beautiful car.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just it's so powerful the way they smashed up into a cube. Even the radio's still working. Like it was such a cool concept, cool story, great movie. The car's beautiful.
Yeah,
and it came to life like months, or I don't know, it came to life, but it had a life to it.
It got possessed or something. Is that what it was? It got possessed. I think that was the thing. I can't remember
like
the
that.
whole. Yeah.
I just know it's a beautiful car and it could kill people. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
So there's my argument for Christine. Quick, short, and sweet, and that's it. So.
Yeah, that's one of those like just goof for me anyway. It's like it was fun. It's one of those. He had a string of like movies that were sort of goofy to me, like that, and then he had Maximum Overdrive, and that was another one where the vehicles came to life and were keeping humans prisoners and this and that. I'm just like, all right, then but. He definitely had, in my opinion, he had some definitely great movies in the 80s. He had a couple clunkers, and that was sort of a semi-clunker for me, that one. But it definitely was a fun concept.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
What do you got?
I'm going to go the Ecto 1. Ecto 1, again, I don't know if it's going to make the ultimate list here either, but I love the car. I mean, we talked about in Summer Blockbusters last week. Ghostbusters made our list, and I just the car is a character for me in that movie. In the first one, it's not featured enough, in my opinion.
Right.
It really certainly took on a whole other level in the newer ones. That had like the sidecar, like the shooter thing and everything, and all of that. I'm so happy they brought it back in the newer movies, and it looks, very similar to the original and everything. So, but in the first movie, it's just a lot of fun when they first pull out of there with the sirens and everything. And it just had a cool look to it. When he first purchased it, everything it was just a fun character in the movie. I'll just kind of leave it there. So
it's just the idea that like a hearse is going to be catching ghosts and still continuing to take the deceased where it needs to go.
Like they open up the back and they pull the backpacks out like they would on the coffin like real thing or something like that. That was it's just fun. It's just a fun minor character kind of in those movies.
I'm looking actually now. I have the Matchbox Ecto one here somewhere. I don't see where I have it, but yeah. No, I think actually Carter might have it up in his room, but yeah, it's. I've always been a huge fan of the Ecto one, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that's on your list.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, what else you got, sir?
All right, I'm going up on the list here. The Winnebago from Spaceballs. I mean, hey, I guess I didn't keep with the car theme. It is a spaceship, so
Mhm.
so I did actually keep my promise of vehicle, and this one created by Mel Brooks. So I mean, how can you go wrong with that?
Hmm.
The movie's awesome. I'm looking forward to the sequel next year. I think it comes out. And I hope that, and I have to assume that they're going to have that Winnebago in this new movie. It's old, it's beat up, it's rusty. It was spoofing the Millennium Falcon, which
Mhm.
you will talk about here shortly.
Mhm.
And again, not as good as the original, as in the Millennium Falcon, but still, I'm putting this on the list on more of the idea of the movie that it was in and the fun that it was in, not like how awesome it looked. You know what I mean? It
Right.
was a Winnebago with wings. So still a lot of fun. I'll stand by it.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll play off that same theme. Then we'll do what was based off of the Millennium Falcon.
There
So,
we go.
in my book, it is the best vehicle in all the Star Wars movies. It is a character in itself. What the name is cool. Um, I mean, it's flown by. I mean, fucking Han Solo and Chewbacca. I mean, geez, Then you learn the backstory. But the one thing that made that ship so cool is it just wasn't perfect. Han Solo was not a perfect character, nor was Chewbacca really, but um, that it didn't
It fit
work
those two.
right. It broke down. A couple scenes where Han had to punch it to get it to work properly.
Yep.
It looked like a hunk of junk, but Hans clearly loved that ship and expressed his love for her, and he's allowed to kind of make fun of her, but nobody else is, type of thing. Then you learn he won it off of Lena Calrissian and everything, but yeah, just cool. And then certainly the toys. Well, I remember I still have it to this day out of my garage. The toy Millennium Falcon, that was like just one of the most awesome Star Wars toys you can get as a kid.
Right.
Even now, they have Lego sets, and it's just a prominent thing. So you see the Millennium Falcon, even if you're a minor Star Wars fan, you know what it's from. You
Right.
probably know what it is. And, one of the best scenes in any Star Wars movie, in my opinion, is when Han Solo flies down the Millennium Falcon to save Luke when he shot the TIE
Right.
fighter, and the scene
Yep.
of the Falcon coming in with the big light behind it, like the shining savior and all that. The Millennium Falcon comes down. Yeah, it's just fantastic. It always gets me excited in any Star Wars movie to see the Millennium Falcon.
Absolutely. Not only do I agree with you, I don't need to touch on it anymore because I already put it on the list here. That's going to be our first and number one, as it should be.
All
The
right.
Millennium Falcon
Awesome.
is the first on our ultimate list.
Very good. Very good. All right. What's your next one, sir?
All right. Next one I have. Oh, the Gadget Mobile from Inspector Gadget. I know as a kid, it was the coolest goddamn thing. Just because I love Transformers, right? And this was it transformed from the van to the police car. And
do a copter also or something?
Yeah, I think maybe it had like a propeller on it at one point. I think hell, it probably would go underwater too. It had everything. It was a gadget just like him. So it matched his personality, and it was to me it was just the coolest thing. I love the Gadget Mobile. It was my favorite part about Inspector Gadget, and so my nostalgia made me put it on the list, and now you're mad at it.
That's good. What year was that, Air? What about year was Inspector Gadget range? Early 90s, late 80s?
No, mid mid 80s, probably into the late 80s, but definitely I think they rebooted it later. But if I'm gonna guess, it's 80s, strictly 80s, I would guess.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look it up here. But I remember watching Inspector Gadget some. I mean, of course, I'm older than you, so I was
Sure.
not as into, it wasn't as nostalgic for me necessarily. But God, that was 82. Holy
That's what I told
cow.
you. It was, yeah. I mean, that Inspector Gadget
Holy
is my
cow.
childhood.
Yeah, so I would have been in junior high back then. Holy cow. But it was a good show. I mean, I do it. Yeah, I mean, that show was a lot of fun. I think it was sort of loosely based on Get Smart, right? He sort
Yeah.
of had
Yep.
had the
Yeah, the
Maxwell
voice.
Smart voice,
Yeah.
and everything like
Actually,
that.
I think he did
Clearly
the voice.
imitating him.
I think that actor did the voice, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm,
I actually would probably put money on that.
you're right.
There we
Yes, it
go.
was. It was
Yep.
Don Adams.
Don Adams.
You know what? I don't know that I ever knew that. Wow. Yeah, Don Adams did the voice of Inspector Gadget.
We
So
learn
there
and we
you go.
grow, Brian.
That
We
is
learn
why,
and we
because
grow.
it was fucking him.
Right. You can't rip
Wow.
yourself off, can you?
No, that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. I like it even more now. You know what? Just because of that alone,
Yep.
I'm gonna let you put it on the list here. I mean,
All right.
that was a great cartoon. It was original. It was
Okay.
fun, and fucking Don Adams did the voice. And I did enjoy watching that sometimes. It would be something I would check out. So, yeah, for Gen X and Zennial kids, we'll give you Inspector Gadget's
There we go.
Gadgetmobile.
Perfect.
What the hell?
Gadgetmobile is on the list.
Yeah, what the hell? All right. Okay, another big one for me, dude. USS Enterprise. Man, that's another ship. It's like, you know, you know what that is. You see it, you know exactly what it is. Did something fall behind me? Yeah,
It
a
did.
little sign fell.
Yep.
Yeah, our sign fell. I'm like, what happened? So I was never really much of a Star Trek fan. And
Sure.
I'd never watched the original really ever. No reason. And it's on Paramount Plus. If you have Paramount Plus, you know all the Star Trek stuff is there. All the movies, all the episodes, all the series, animated, everything is there. And then one day last summer, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start watching this. Yeah. So the USS Enterprise, Star Trek. Dean, I started watching the original series on Paramount Plus like last summer. It became a little weekend tradition. I was
Okay.
instantly hooked. First
Sure.
episode, I'm like, now I get it. I get why his show was so popular and the characters became so beloved. And I'm still slowly working through it. I'm on season 2 of the original episode, but original series. I love it, man. Just a lot of fun. And it
Yeah.
really is a show that made you think and everything like that. But
Sure.
I know we're talking about the ship and not the show itself here, but the Enterprise, of course, it is a main character on the show. I mean, it
Right.
really is.
It's iconic.
It really, yeah. All the scenes of the Enterprise, they so often they have to try to save the Enterprise. It just really is a
Right.
part of the, it's a part of the crew. And, that's another one. If you're just a casual fan, you see a picture of the USS Enterprise,
You know that's Star
you
Trek.
probably know it's Star Trek.
Yep.
Even if you never watched the series, you probably know it's from Star Trek. So,
Yep.
For me, it's got to be on the list right alongside the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it here and there throughout my life, and yeah, it's iconic. It's the Enterprise. It's been through TV shows to movies and everything in between. Cartoons, you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, it if you're talking about pop culture, I think it has to be. I think it's criminal not to put it on the list. If you're going to put the Millennium Falcon on the list, you have to put the Star Trek Enterprise, USS Enterprise on the list. So,
all right,
here it goes.
We'll appease the Star Trek people and the Star Wars people, Dean.
That's right. We love everybody.
That's right.
We aim to please.
That's right. Okay.
All right. So my next one, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. We
Yeah.
talked about the movie last week, Back to the Future, and
Yeah.
the blockbuster that it was. And I think the car has a lot to do with it.
Sure.
It
It
was,
really does. Yeah.
if you would have had, like, the original idea was for him to time travel in a refrigerator,
Yeah, that would have been awful.
it would have been awful. And this gave it style. It gave it, the it gave it. I think the DeLorean and the guy who built, actually created the DeLorean and ended up going to jail for a bunch of different crimes and stuff. But it was a show of excess from the 1980s.
Mhm.
So what better to give you a quintessential 80s movie than the DeLorean? I mean, come on.
Right.
From the fucking doors to, I mean,
Yeah.
and then the sequel, it flew. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, that if you can't imagine that movie not having the DeLorean once you see it, like you said, with the doors opening up the way they did, that unique, weird way they opened up from the bottom
Yep.
up. You just can't picture any other vehicle. It just was absolutely perfect for that film,
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a good one, man. The whole look to it was great.
Yep.
And that's a vehicle that collectors today, you're still trying to
Oh,
find that DeLorean and try to make a replica with a time machine and everything else,
1,000%.
So yeah, that's
I mean,
a good
who
one,
doesn't want
man.
a flux capacitor in their car?
Sure.
Come on.
Sure. That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right.
And my last one, Dean, another.
Do it.
I don't know. I can't think of any other superhero vehicle that's as iconic as the Batmobile. I don't know that I mean, some have like ships and different things, like you have different, like the Fantastic Four has their spaceship, the X-Men had a ship, and it was different
Right.
stuff. But it was no one had. I can't think of anyone
Excelsior.
that had a vehicle. And you figure, and Batman was just a dude, as we know. He was just a guy running
Just a
around.
rich guy in
Literally,
pajamas.
you got to get somewhere quickly. So, the idea of the Batmobile was born, and born in the comics back in the 20s or whatever it was, the 40s. I mean, it was something that evolved in the comics, and then when the live action Adam West show hit, even that was just a cool version of the Batmobile, and through the movie certainly. So again, that's one in the comics and certainly on film is a main character of that's of the show, of the movie.
Let me ask you, when you think of the Batmobile, which one do you think of? Like, which one's your Batmobile?
The main one I always think of is the Adam West show.
Sure.
It's that version, and that's the version. If I could, if money was no object, they could have a replica Batmobile. That would be the version, and it's very close. Though is the Michael Keaton Batmobile. That is also a very, very cool version of the Batmobile. That's the first one you see. Well, technically. Not even technically, the first one on the big screen was the Adam West. They had the 1966 movie or whatever it was. Yeah, but that version of Batmobile with Michael Keaton that fit that movie just absolutely perfectly.
Are you familiar with the professional wrestler Jerry the King Lawler?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He owns the original Adam West Batmobile.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. He's such a comic book nerd and everything. I'm pretty sure it's the original. I know. I've seen it. He's driven, or he owns one of them. I'm almost positive that it's the original from the show.
Wow, that'd be great. But that's the idea. When you go to see a Batman movie, one of the things you want to see is what they're going to do with the Batmobile.
It's just as important as the suit.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Christopher Nolan Batman, that was actually not a bad one. I like the idea of the military vehicle.
Yeah,
He just spray painted it black. It was a camouflage vehicle originally. They spray painted it black with a motorcycle inside and everything. But every iteration of Batman, the Batmobile evolves as it should be.
right.
And I don't know. I mean, you can't think of Batman without the Batmobile.
Correct. I agree. I agree. Now, my last one, Brian, is Kit from Knight Rider.
Yeah, that's a good one.
First of all, when you put it was Trans Am.
Yeah, that was a Pontiac as well. Yeah.
Yep, it was the Trans Am with David Hasselhoff, as cool as that motherfucker was at the time, driving it, and you have Mr. Feeney doing the voice. Come on.
Yeah, that was a cool character.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Anthony or William Daniels. What I mean, that voice is iconic. Like, do we have the availability to have him do GPS? Like, I mean, with AI and everything, we have to be able to have Kit from Knight Rider be your GPS guide.
I love that.
I'm going to look into this.
I love that so much. That would be great.
Wow.
Turn right here. That has to exist, right?
It has to.
Man,
like, I know there was that.
Awesome.
There was that one app, Waze, for a while. I don't know if it's still a thing or not, but they had celebrities doing the voices. So I have to assume that the AI could put together, all of the generated. I mean, yeah. All right. I'm looking into this. I'm going to find out. I'll report back next week.
Something out there.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like, phrases and things, it probably does or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that was a fun show. That show there again. That was 1,000% 80s show.
Oh yeah,
for sure. The look, the feel to it, the car,
and even that noise, the sound that make.
Yeah, the light going back and forth. Yeah, that's another one where people, again, if you have the money to be a collector, that's another one that I'm sure people seek out and they set the lights up and everything like that because it was important to them as a kid, very nostalgic and everything. So
one of the when I was in broadcasting school, we had to do a mock video or whatever, and a guy that in my class had a friend who owned a replica Knight Rider, like the kit, and he brought it out to us, and it did the light thing and made the noise, and
that's fun.
The inside had the whole thing that the show did. And we actually have a mock commercial for Knight Rider with one of the guys being Michael Knight and everything. So yeah, it was fun. Got to shoot and edit that.
Very good. That was another one. 82 also, Dean.
Yep, look at that.
82, 4 seasons that show lasted. That is good. They had a Knight Rider 2000 movie. Oh my God. David Hasselhoff starred in that too.
He sure did.
Wow. I'll have to go back and watch it. That'd be a show like it'd be fun to go back and watch that. I'm sure it's it's very
like
weekly holds up or whatever, but that would just be fun to go. It'd just be fun to watch it. But you just I don't really care. It's dumb, it's campy, it's goofy, but I enjoy it. I don't give a shit what people think. That'd be fun.
I mean, it's this. I mean, the 80s was just littered with shows like that, from Knight Rider to A-Team to Magnum PI. It's all every week. Somebody had a problem, and somebody new came to him, and he had to fix it and help them.
Yep.
And probably got to make out with the hot chick.
That's right. It was David Hasselhoff.
Right.
Yeah. Pre-Baywatch Hasselhoff.
Oh yeah.
To boot.
Yeah,
members only jacket, all that shit, whatever he had going on there.
Yep.
Yep. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one, man.
We have
great
two
80s vehicle
left here, bud. And I'm going to give you Batmobile because come on, it's the Batmobile. It's got to be on there.
Yeah, from a superhero. I mean, again, there's no other. I mean, What, Wonder
Just how
Woman's
cool
jet?
it
I mean,
is.
you can't even think about it.
You can't even
Yeah.
see it.
No, that's right. That's
How
right.
you gonna pick it?
Doesn't even technically count.
No, you can't see it. You can't count it.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? We have Ecto 1,
Mm-hmm.
uh Kit, Christine,
Ban one.
Van 1, the DeLorean. Yeah. Oh, and the Winnebago from Spaceballs.
I think of what's left here. I mean, for me, I would give the edge to the DeLorean from Back to the Future,
Okay.
just because again, it's such a that's another one. It's a prominent character in those films. It's
Iconic. Very,
Yeah.
very iconic.
yes, and the genius dynamic of finding a way to, in two of the movies, certainly to get it up to 88 miles per hour at the right time, at the right moment,
Which
to
in
get
real life,
the
that piece of shit probably would have fallen apart.
right, to get to to get the time, the flux capacitor and everything to work properly. It's just it was just phenomenal. So like you said, it had to look to it. And again, it's another one. If you're I think I probably all the vehicles I think on our list. Inspector Gadget maybe might, if you're in that era, you'd know probably exactly what it is if you showed a picture of it. But
Yep.
the DeLorean for Back to the Future, if you see a picture of that, you barely
what it
even
is.
know what it is. You probably could, oh yeah, that's a thing from that Back to the Future type movie or something like that. So, yeah, tremendous nostalgia, great thing, great look to it. Everything's it's got to be on the list.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we did it. You want to hear the list here?
Yeah, I think we have a good list here.
The Millennium Falcon, the USS Enterprise,
Man,
the Gadget Mobile, the Batmobile, and the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
that's a well-rounded list. We are representing major pillars in pop culture
Absolutely.
and nerddom, Dave. I think with that list.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Little nostalgia with the cartoons. You got superhero representation, the
Yep.
superhero vehicle. There really is no other.
Yeah, blockbusters.
Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah. Who could ask for anything more, really?
That's a pretty solid list. That's a pretty solid list.
Mhm.
So, well, like you said, we have done it. We
We've
have
solved
done
the
it.
world's problems.
I think we have.
Mhm.
I think we have. So, I know they've been doing a lot of debating in Brazil.
Yep.
What's the top pop culture vehicles, and they really don't know even where to start, where to turn.
Well, they're going to be happy when they hear this.
Absolutely. So we've no more thinking, no more arguing.
No, we did it for you.
That's
Don't worry
right.
about it. Don't worry about it. We got
That's
it.
right. Write it down, re-listen, do whatever you got to do.
Tell your mom. Have her listen.
That's right. That's right. We are one step closer, Dean, to episode number 300. And that, we thought it was going to be 250 where the big money starts coming in. But no, I think we're right. It's actually number 300.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what everybody says. 300, that's where you become like a gazillionaire or something, something like that. I'd have to check numbers again, but I think I'm close.
I don't know how it works, but it's just automatically, you'd have to do 300 episodes. And as soon as you hit number 300, then you get donations, you get Patreon things coming in, you get people buying shirts.
Start becoming entertaining.
Start becoming entertaining. That's right. I mean, all we're asking really is if every single person from India just bought one shirt.
That's it.
That's all we want. I mean, it's really. I mean,
so hard to ask.
No, it's like nothing. It's like $15. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Just get one for every single person of your family, children, babies, great, exactly. That's all we did. It's just one each. We'll be fine. It's all good, and we'll keep working up to that in episode number 300. My timer's going off here.
That was the alarm saying that the India did it. We sold every shirt. Wow, I didn't know it was going to happen that fast. Honestly, thank you,
Yeah.
India. We appreciate you.
That's right.
We really do.
That's right. That's right. All right. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, everybody. So again, find us out there wherever you listen to podcasts. Watch us on YouTube, Linktree, Convincing Idiots, website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. Listen, follow, share, all that good stuff. We appreciate your support out there. And have we convinced you that we are a vehicle to global entertainment?
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So let me write that down.
Hey there, if you like that video, or if you just like to watch us make fools of ourselves, please like and subscribe to this channel. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see you back here.
Ham gravy.
Oh.